Welcome to LMC Live. This is LMC Live for Monday, July 31st, 2023. It is 7 p.m. But if you're not watching live, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching, I'm glad you're here. So this LMC Live is originally titled Call of the Wild Discs because underneath this box are about 6 discs that I found in the wild. I found them in Ticonderoga, New York. And the seller down there had some from their father-in-law and looking to unload them. But they had more than the 6. But the 6 we don't have in the John Stevens Library. So we'll get down and we'll show you what those are. A little bit of deviation with an additional mail comb because I forgot I had ordered what was in this box. And I think there might be something in this box that you particularly want to see. So we'll get that. We will get that cut open in a moment. I just need to verify an email that's come through, but you know how Wi-Fi works in these houses. It doesn't work when you need it to, and when you don't need it to, it seems to work fine. So actually we'll skip that. So I ended up ordering 2 sets from Goodwill. And I can see they actually bundled them together. They're quite heavy, but I will say, pack well considering the type of bubble wrap that's been used. Because in addition to the bubble wrap, they did individually wrap them. Now, I do have most of these in the library already, but you'll see as I go through, there's some that are not common. So, of course, Walt Disney, The Love Bug, already have that. So it's an extra. You can look for it on the extra list. Swiss Family Robinson. I'm not sure if we have it or not. I've got to check. But if we do, if it is an extra, it's going to go on the extra list. Whoops. Charlotte's Web. Already have that. That's going to go on the extras list. Oh, just bear with me one moment. Just happen to be running the cleaning cycle through the percolator. Okay. So the next is disc 2. I think I've got both discs of Fiddler in the Roof. Also an extra that will show up in the list. Walter Matthau in Koch. Actually, I haven't seen this one. I'm thinking of another movie where he plays a CIA agent. that. The RCA version of Heidi. I am looking for the Vestron version of this, so if anybody ever stumbles across it, or they happen to have an extra copy themselves. And then, here's what I was talking about. This is the demonstration disc that would play in the dealerships, in the RCA dealerships, to show you what was available on CED. Now, I already have this. And the reason I got it is I figured I might be able to trade it for not one-to-one, but be able to get a few of the discs that we don't have in the library. So, of course, if you're interested, reach out on the CED Magic channel on Facebook. You'll find me there. And next is Candle Shoe. I'm pretty sure I've got this one as well. But one of the things that they do is you rate the caddy. You really can't rate the disc anymore because it's just an opinion of mine, but I think it's a good opinion, is since we've run out of the raw materials or the materials that we use to repair stylus cartridges, and we know that RCA is not making them, although, thanks to Josh Gibson and some others in the CED Magic channel, we've found ways to extend the life, not going to wear down finite stylus cartridges to test and see how well a disc plays. I know some people are like, well, you know, if you want to sell me this $4 disc, it's like, yeah, gonna potentially wear down a $200 stylus cartridge so you can buy a $4 disc. I don't think so. Okay. Next, heavy. And I think Burt Reynolds in Starting Over. I'm pretty sure we've got it. If you have the list of the discs that we're looking for in the library, then you'll know essentially if we've got it or not. And may or may not have this one. Although this looks to be a much better copy of Baseball Fun and Games, Greatest World Series Ever, hosted by Joe Corregidora. I'm sure I didn't pronounce that right at all. And okay, so here's one of the other ones that I found that is, even though I've got them already, the stereo demo disc, or the demo video disc that has all the good stuff in it. So, but the same applies to that. This is looking to trade these much less common, and I don't know if they are more sought after now, discs for 5 or 10 that I may not have in the library already. Next is Apple Dumpling Gang, and we did just get this in mail shipment a couple of weeks ago. Volume 2 of the Big Fights. I do have this as well. And I'm going to have to double check. I was pretty sure that we already had World of Wildlife, which is the two-part The Incredible Flight of the Snow Geese and Leopard of the Wild. Disc 1 of Annie, which of course I know everybody in their brother probably has. I don't have disc 2 of it, but that's okay. I might be able to make a set with the orphans that I have. And of course, got more than one copy of this, more than one copy of Network. And then the other important piece is 1984 Video Systems, which I know some people are looking to get their hands on, and the same is going to apply for that. Willing to trade those or sell those so that I can get discs that do not have in the library. So just bear with me a moment. Cycle more water through the coffee maker. I've got to do this about 4 or 5 times tonight. Then we'll move the box and start with the next one. Okay. Let's see what we have in here. Hopefully it made it. So Sheena Easton live at the Palace Hollywood was one that we did not have. And then the other one that came in the mail. Oh, if I can open it. My late grandfather had a saying, if you can't open it, you can't have it, or you can't eat it. Fire Sign Theaters, Hot Shorts, 9 doomed hits. Sperm bank holdup. Nazi diet doctors. Oh, who knew? Okay, so now we can get to the 6 that I found in the wild, the ones that I found in Ticonderoga. These were ones of the whole bunch that they had they didn't have. And I think, like, this was a big deal for me. David Bowie, The Man Who Fell to Earth. I haven't been able to find it on eBay or any place else for less than like $30, $40, or $50. And, of course, both Disc 1 and Disc 2 are here, so very happy about that. Streets of Fire is another one that was not in the collection. They happened to have it, so I took a ride down to get it. Westworld, I think, is a lot more common. I don't know who put the $20 CBS Fox sticker on there. And this one is a little bit more beat up. not as beat up as The Outsiders. I mean, this one is really beat up. I think this was also a rental. That's where the rental sticker was. Soldier Story. And then, lastly, but certainly not least, Swing Shift. Which, yep, Kurt Russell, Fred Ward, Ed Harris. Pretty good. So that's what we have this evening. We've got a mail call along with a Call of the Wild disc. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in retro technology, such as video discs or computing video games of the 80s, consider subscribing to the channel. And if you want to help preserve things like this for future generations to enjoy, the John H. Stevens Library for RCA Select Division Video Disc Preservation, we're slowly marching toward an entire collection. We have about 1,150 of the total, or the number of movies that are left. There's about maybe 400 or 500 that we're still looking to get our hands on. So, of course, the links to what we have available to trade or sell and the discs that we're still looking for, you'll find those links down in the show notes. Also, consider becoming a patron in our Patreon. And thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next video.